Sociology department welcome back event. We are so excited that you guys have all joined us today to talk about how some of the important things we have lined up for the spring semester. And we will start by introducing ourselves. So my name is Sarah. My majors are sociology and psychology. This is my third semester in the Sociology Ambassadors program, and I am a senior.
Hi, I'm Jennifer. My major is sociology. I have 3 minors: criminology, history, and Spanish. This is my second semester in the ambassador program, and I'm a junior.
Hi, I'm Sitha. I'm a sociology and global studies major, and I have an informatics minor. I'm also planning to go into law, but I hope to have a future career in diplomacy, international relations, or public policy. And I've been a sociology ambassador for 2 years now, and I'm also a senior.
Hi, I'm Ava. I'm double majoring in political science and sociology. I've been a sociology ambassador for 2 semesters, and I am also a senior.
And then we want to take a little bit of time to talk about the Sociology Ambassador Program. And Sociology Ambassadors are sociology students that represent the department, and they help with outreach, advising, and ultimately serving as liaisons between current and prospective students and the department as a whole. So ambassadors can meet with students to talk about their major plan of study, their experiences as a student, adding a sociology or criminology law and society minor or sociology major, and basically direct students and to the resources that they might need. And ambassadors can also plan or host events relating to the sociology department. And while we're also here, we also gain a lot of leadership and professional experience. And then for the peer advising program, this is a great way to get matched with a sociology student who can serve as your mentor. It's a great opportunity to talk to an older sociology student about any concerns or questions you might have about the sociology program. So while ambassadors can always meet with you to talk about any issues you might have, a peer mentor is specially dedicated towards you. And you can always contact us by emailing us, or you can message us through the chat right now if you're interested in getting a peer mentor.
There's also a slide on advising the advising office. Unfortunately, we can't have appointments in person due to COVID, but there's a great system set up to contact us as advisors, or well, sociology advisor, well, as students. And you can contact other advisors through via the website. Sorry. A second. So the advising appointments are available online. If you need to get in contact with an advisor, which is Dawn, you can schedule an appointment through the website that I will post in the chat. And there's other options. So you can contact us via email, where we can respond to any questions you have, or if they're like quick requests, or you can also email us, and we could also create a Zoom if you need to talk more on person to person. Yeah, and then you can also find more information on the website posted on the bottom that will also be posted in the chat as well, if you need to find out who to contact for what questions.
Okay, so we have some upcoming events this semester. The first event is Understanding Symbolic Violence, High School Students, and the Draft to Elite Military Units. This presentation will be given by Professor Gad Yair from the Hebrew University of Jerusalem. He will present his findings from a qualitative study of 40 individuals who trained to be in Israel's most prestigious military units and ultimately being rejected. He will be exploring how significant failure in one's life may impact an individual forever. And then the next presentation we have, The Politics of Black Islam in France, Race, Religion, and Institutional Islam in a Secular Context. This talk will be given by Juliette Golinier, an assistant professor at CERI Sciences. Her research investigates the social construction of racial and religious categories and how they intersect. Her work focuses on Muslim minorities across various national contexts. Then the next presentation there, Unequal Cities. This talk will explore key findings from published works of Dr. Benjamins and Dr. De Mayo titled Unequal Cities, Structural Racism and the Death Gap in America's 30 Largest Cities. They will discuss their work, which focuses on Black-white inequalities and mortality, variability in inequities across cities, as well as variability and equities across causes of death. And then finally, the last presentation there will be given by Inger Mubrun, the Director of Research Training at the Australian National University. We will talk about the common blocks to successful writing and some strategies to overcome them, and then also address bigger questions about the place of academic writing in the future. Hopefully one of these presentations interests you and you can come out to see it.
So the next thing we want to discuss is our undergraduate internship/job resource series. So this series is a great way to polish your internship and job search skills. The series will give you lots of practical information on how to market yourself during interviews. And then you can see the 2 upcoming events in February and March. And then in April, towards the end of the semester, you can show off all the things you learned in the first 2 Zoom seminars. And you can show off your new skills in the Illini Career and Internship Fair. So I hope that you guys can take advantage of these resources and use them in a practical way at the job fair. And then lastly, something really exciting for this semester is we're starting to work on revamping a sociology club, which there was once at the university, but it sort of faded away and we're ready to bring it back. And the goals of the club are to foster relationships and develop a community of like-minded people within the sociology department. And we're still deciding and kind of brainstorming ways that we could make this club a reality, especially during the times of COVID, how to be safe. We've been brainstorming, ways to be COVID friendly, and especially once the weather warms up, having events outside on the quad. And also another thing that we are looking towards doing is doing an open study in one of the rooms in Lincoln Hall. And so following COVID restrictions, the rooms we're looking at would be open to about 19 people. And it would just be a way for sociology students to stay on campus, since a lot of us don't have any classes on campus, but we're still in Urbana-Champaign. So just a good way to get out of your dorm or apartment and study with your fellow soc majors. For our first opening study, we will be having some swag/goodies from the department. So pens, cups, some other surprises to kind of entice people to, give it a try and go study somewhere else. So unfortunately, we were unable to make the polls, but right now in the chat, I'd love it if you guys, especially students, but faculty, you can give us your opinions too on some ideas for what you would like to see in a sociology club. Additionally, if that is something that you're interested in, we kind of want to gauge the interest of how many of you guys would be willing to join a sociology club and also be willing to, travel to Lincoln Hall for kind of like the community aspect and as a way to study somewhere else.
And as there talking about that in the chat, I wanted to take a moment to introduce myself and also the other members of the Sociology Advising Office team that are on the Zoom session today. My name is Claudia Silva. I'm currently the Senior Advising Office staff member. I just graduated from Sociology at Illinois in May. And now I'm working on doing marketing and events and communications for the department. So one of the things we also want to open it up to talk about are what kinds of events everyone would like to see for the rest of the semester. You saw some of them that we've got planned, but we're always open to more. And I would also like to take the time to introduce Courtney and Desiree, who are two of our advising office interns. Yes, hello. And I don't know if you guys wanted to take a moment to introduce yourselves and talk a little bit about what your role in the department is. Courtney, do you want to go first?
Sure. Yeah, so I'm Courtney. Last semester, I was the social media intern, so I was the one doing all the posting on Facebook and Instagram. And this semester, I have changed to a senior marketing communications intern. So we have a new social media intern. Her name's Cassidy, who'll be doing all the posting. And I'm just going to be advising her as well as kind of directing how we want our marketing to go. So I'm making some videos for incoming students currently, and I'm really looking forward to this semester. It's my final semester. I'm a senior, so yeah, I'm here to have fun.
Hi everyone. Sorry, my camera is not working right now, but I'm Desiree. I am also a senior sociology major, well, double major in sociology and psychology with a CLS minor. And this semester, I am a teaching intern for the department. I'm teaching the Sp21, which is the ambassador program. So the lovely ladies that are leading you guys today, I work closely with them. I basically act as a bridge between them and our advising administrative team, so Claudia, Dawn, etc. And I also work with Courtney and Cassidy and Diane, who's another one of the interns. Yeah, I don't know. I just had a good time working with them so far, and I'm excited to finish out my last semester working with them and the ambassadors. I think it's a great way to end my UIUC career, so I'm excited about that. Yeah, that's about it.
Thank you guys so much for jumping on. And I do also want to take a moment to talk a little bit about Dawn Mcnulty, our head advisor. She wasn't able to get on today, but one of the things we really want to highlight is that she is here not just when you need to plan your course schedule. Dawn is also a certified career coach, and she knows all of the ins and outs of the department and really has just the greatest perspective and wants to help everyone so much. So we really encourage students to go see her whenever they have time and as many times as they would like. Even if they don't think it's completely necessary at the time, everyone can benefit from seeing Dawn more often rather than not. So the link was there in the chat. And of course, it's all over the website. It's in all the emails that we send out if you want to schedule an appointment with her. Or even if you reach out to the Sociology Advising Office email address, we will find a way to get you in touch with her if need be. I also noticed that we have a couple of faculty members in the Zoom. I don't know if you guys wanted to say a little bit about the classes that you teach and say hello.
So hi, I'm Kevin Light. I'm a professor in the sociology department, and right now I'm teaching social inequality and social organization. I think some of you are in it even, and are surviving the experience. Yes, I'm becoming a senior in sociology too, but not the good kind. When I started studying sociology, the Dead Sea was just sick, and that Max Weber was a nice guy. So that's my role in the department right now. I'm also head of the curriculum committee, so I schedule our class schedule well into the future. So if you have any ideas about classes you would want to see, either that we haven't offered in a long time that you somehow know about, or that you would like to have offered, it would be a good idea to bring those up right now because the schedule for next year is going to be put together probably in the next 2 months. So you can either send an email to Claudia or talk to Don Mcnulty, or you can email me directly, or you could email Dan Stewart as well. He's on the committee. So that's my shtick. Thank you.
Thanks, Kevin. I can't get enough email, as my students know. I'm Dan Stewart. I also teach in the department. I teach the online, or one of the online introductory sociology classes, and I am this semester teaching one of the sociology of law classes, the one that's called sociology of law, as opposed to one that's called law and society. And I'm teaching a technology and society class. And some of you have had classes with me or may be in class with me right now. And I hope that you do survive it. And that's me. I've put some things in the chat. I have some thoughts about stuff that we could do that would be fun, that would be end of pandemic, we hope, and post pandemic. I mean, there's a couple different ways to go with that. I'm happy to have conversations. I'm happy to be part of any kind of a brainstorming group trying to organize some of these events, but I also don't want to, try and push too much of my own agenda. But I'm just so glad that we have the ambassadors, and that a club is reforming, and that we have all of these other really interesting active networks of students bridging between faculty and staff and the larger university community. You guys make all the difference in the world, and I cannot tell you how thankful I am for all that you've been doing over the last couple of years. And it's great to see you all. Welcome back to the spring/winter.
Thank you so much, Dan. That's so nice.
Oh yes, and I have to say it is very cold in town. So yes, when you go out, wear a hat. Yes.
All right. Well, I mean, we definitely have some time if any of the students on the Zoom want to run anything by any of the ambassadors or have any questions for the advising office team. I know we began the meeting with some technical difficulties. As I said in the chat, it wouldn't be a week of remote learning if Zoom functioned perfectly, or if we all knew how to work it perfectly. But all we can say is that we are going to continue trying and continue to get better. And we hope that everyone continues to come to these events and respond, and we can make more events that are relevant and helpful for everyone. Does anyone have any final thoughts, ambassadors, anything like that?
Stay warm.
Stay warm. That is a thought that is definitely very relevant to all of us as I look out the window. All right, well, I will go ahead and we can wrap this up. It was great to see everyone. Thank you all for bearing with us. And I think we'll say goodbye.